I remember when I took that break from like ESPN to Fox, like 6 weeks, and there were like 2 or 3 times I'm like, can I just find a microphone? It could be in the back of a restaurant. Can I just talk about something? When people are all on the wrong side of something, it just drives me crazy. All right, sit back for like 5 minutes, and here I go. You folks on this, Andrew Luck is a turnover machine. That's why they're 0-2. I don't mean to be mean-spirited. You're dumb. Okay, that's not it, okay? He pushes the ball downfield. In my life, I'm 50. I've had 6 or 7 friends who have hit it. They've gotten rich. They've all had one thing in common. It's not where they went to college. It's not their intellect. It's not their sense of humor. They're aggressive. Aggressive guys, chips to the center of the table. They leave Vegas broke or rich. Congrats on winning 80 bones. Breakfast is free on Larry. You want to be a player? You want to win titles? Who are the 3 or 4 baseball players you'd actually pay to see? Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, Chris Bryant, Chris Davis. They strike out a lot. You want to hear the all-time leader in the NFL in interceptions? Brett Favre, Fran Tarkington, Marino, Unitas, Fouts, Manning, Elway, Bradshaw, Namath. You know who's not on that list? Kenny Anderson for the Bengals. Phil Simms, who played it safe. Andy Dalton. If I said to you what guys in the league are play-it-safe guys, you would say Alex Smith and Andy Dalton. If I said, what guys tend to be sometimes great but a little too aggressive, wouldn't we all list, now think about this now, Big Ben, Eli, Breeze, Andrew Luck, and Tony Romo. And stop. Romo's really good. Watch the Cowboys the next 8 games without him. Folks, you want to play it safe? Congrats, Ichiro. Congrats on 15 years, no titles, 2 measly playoff runs, and a bunch of freaking singles. Congrats on never trying to steal a base unless you know you'll be safe. I want Bryce Harper. I want Mike Trout. I want Chris Bryant. I want Eli Manning. I want Drew Brees. I want Andrew Luck. I want guys who push it to the middle of the table and go over the top. And when they're there and you're a corner, you're like, this could be a smoke show. Nobody ever thinks with Alex Smith, he's going to smoke me over the top and humiliate me on national TV. Andrew Luck does it regularly. And, you know, sometimes you pick him off. How many times did he go after Darrelle Revis last night? 10? He got hit 11 times last night, and he's mobile. Only guy in this league that gets hit as much as him is Cam Newton. Cam Newton's under constant duress. Andrew Luck's under constant duress. Rupert Murdoch, Steve Jobs, Trump, Howard Stern, bankrupt, fired, ridiculed. Who are the best comedians? Louis C.K., Saturday Night Live bit, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Ricky Gervais. The risk takers. You do your airport jokes. Louis C.K.'s doing jokes on SNL that got him clobbered. He got thrown into the outrage blender for 2 weeks. I'll take that. Look at this roster. They're drafting receivers. They need linemen. Their offensive line is makeshift outside of left tackle. They have no running game. So Andrew Luck can either play it safe and have 14-play drives in an offensive league or push the ball down the field. By the way, Indy's still going to win this division. They're going to go 6-0 or 5-1 in that division. They're 12-0 in division the last 2 years, I think. And they were 0-2 last year. But I'll tell you, you can bang an overly aggressive guy. I want him as my radio host. I want him as my business partner. I want him as my baseball star, and I want him as my quarterback. The offensive line is weak. How many years does Andrew Luck have to carry the franchise? Oh, and there's a great story today. You know, most of these blogs hate me. Don't know why. Very likable. Most of these blogs hate me. The one that hates me less than the other ones, but they still hate me, is The Big Lead. They have a great story today, biglead.com. Let's drive some traffic there. Go to the biglead.com. It's a great story. Don't all go at once. I already shut them down once. A through L, go now. M through Z, go in 5 minutes. Don't shut them down. It's a great story, and it's absolutely true. What's happening in Indianapolis right now, Andrew Luck is collateral damage for Chuck Pagano and Ryan Grigson. The coach and the GM are firing, and this is what happens with guys. This is what happened to 2.5 men and ruined it. 2.5 men was swimming in cabbage for a decade. 2.5 men was making money. It was highly rated. What happened? Chuck Lorre, the producer, wanted credit. He's an alpha male. And Charlie Sheen wanted credit. Alpha male. Blew the show up. This is what happened to the San Francisco 49ers. Alpha males. Trent Baalke, the GM, wanted credit. Jim Harbaugh, the coach, wanted credit. Now look at him. Got a gym teacher coaching. This is what killed the Lakers. Phil Jackson wanted credit. Kobe wanted credit. The Buss family wanted credit. All the alpha males want credit. It blows up the franchise. This is what is absolutely happening. Pagano wants to win now. Grigson, who seems like a nice fellow, but you got Irsay wants credit. The dysfunctional owner. The general manager, the young kid wants credit. Chuck Pagano wants to win now. And Andrew Luck is like, how many years do I have to carry this franchise? But can we get over this? You know, he's a turnover machine. I love my boy. I love one of my favorite guys at ESPN. He's on that whole, he's a turnover machine. So is Elway, Bradshaw, Aikman, Fouts. You got to push the ball down the field. There's a great story years ago. Bill Parcells was coaching Phil Simms. And Phil Simms is terrific, right? But Phil Simms was a guy that, high percentage passes. And they were at practice. I wrote about this in my first book. They were at practice. And Parcells stops practice and just blisters, lights up Phil Simms. He's like, what, it's practice. You worried about your stats? Throw the ball down the field. This is what Sark at USC is driving him crazy about Cody Kessler. 39 TDs, 5 picks. Yeah, but in 3 years starting, you don't have a signature win. Throw the ball down the field. Push your chips to the middle of the table. Or do you want to live with your parents at 32? Go to Copenhagen. Start a restaurant. Go broke. Go do stand-up. You never wanted to be an attorney. Go do it. Go do what you want to do. Push it all to the center of the table. Take a risk. Fail miserably. Most of Luck's interceptions, I detailed his 18 first-year interceptions as a rookie. 9 were punts. Last night, he's throwing the ball way downfield. It's picked. So what? You're giving the ball back to Ryan Fitzpatrick. You're not giving it back to Aaron Rodgers. You're not giving it to Tom Brady. You're like, throw it downfield. I'll give Ryan Fitzpatrick the ball. Chances are, statistically, he's going to score in about 15% of his possessions. Maybe 20%. I told you I was worked up. Sheesh, Kristine. That's why I grabbed the mic. It's power right here. It's just a lot of stuff going on psychologically. I'm sorry about that.